all, I would like to say thank you for your support. And when I say support, it's not only money. It's time, it's commitment, it's engagement, hope, trust. All of those resources give us the energy to do better things every day. So thank you. You have put your heart with Jóvenes Adelante. And now
Nora Wafer. En lo que es en el programa estudiantil, de programas estudiantiles, están en y yo, para presentarme, pues mi nombre es Mayra Olvera, asistente de la Angélica, nuestra directora. Muchas gracias.
So those of you who don't know me, I am Don Prim. I'm president of Jóvenes Adelante. Probably most of you do know me by now. We came into this year with a goal of really shooting towards sustainable growth, or sprinting towards sustainable growth. And my job today here is to show you in broad strokes some of the ways that we have put that into implementation during the course of 2019. This is an annual meeting really about our annual report of 2019, but showing you some of the benefits and effects of that going forward into 2020. Okay? So más o menos lo que estamos hablando, de lo que yo voy a hablar, es el crecimiento sostenible que hemos experimentado en el 2019, con una prevista que el éxito que hemos tenido en 2019 para apoyar y crecer más en 2020. ¿Me entienden? Okay? Muy bien. From those that's a huge, huge step for us of growth. All of that means that we're increasing our impact. And that's what we're here for. Right? The number of students this year, you will see this slide, but it doubled from last year, the number of our applicants. Last year we had 133 applicants, this year 269. Sí, hemos doblado el número de aspirantes este año y tenemos un gran incremento también de las comunidades de donde recibimos nuestros aspirantes. Okay? So es un gran crecimiento. Okay? Next slide, perfect. Si tuviera yo un equipo, if I have a development team under me, then I can just concentrate on the growth and health of the organization and not having to get the money to keep it alive and functioning and all of that as well. We are really growing our mentorship program as well. Nora and Antonio will give you the details, but I will say that this is the first year, starting in mid-2019, that we have had a staff person as a mentor coordinator to work with a board director on mentorship. That's Antonio. ¿Dónde está? Antonio, okay? We have implemented in 2019 a robust mentor training. Nora, of course, will talk more about that. Nora will tell you how many mentors we have engaged this year. Okay? We also, and how many graduates are here? I see at least 2. How many of our graduates are here right now? Can you all stand up? Can you guys stand up? Nuestros graduados. We have 189 graduates, and these are 4. And they are now coming back and being our mentors. What president looks like now may be very different when we're only doing governance and outreach. And so that's why we've done that. We will take questions at the end, right? So we'll ask you to hold any questions. Basically, we are growing our capacity, we're consolidating our programs, we're growing our resources, and we're growing as an organization. I'm the luckiest president in the history of the organization.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Saray Martinez. I am the Student Relations Coordinator. This area is conformed by Esther Rocha, Jorge Philippe, and me. We are in charge of helping the students in the academic aspect, but also in psychology and personal aspect. And we provide the students success skills such as teamwork, assertive communication, resilience, emotional intelligence, personal branding, English tutorial, and special economic support to them in workshops. Now we have 189 signs.
Here, I would like to introduce some of the students who successfully completed their education in 2019. And some of them are already in charge of big projects in very important companies. Okay, as we have here, for example, Jonathan Emmanuel Salgado Yañez. He graduated as a mechanical engineer from Instituto ITSES here in San Miguel de Allende, and he has been hired by a very important company in Monterrey. He is in charge, he is now the leader of a design project in this company. I was his mentor, so I'm very proud of him. We have Francisco Javier Zapatero, who is now working for a French company in Querétaro, Valeo. He's also in the design process. We have another girl, Vanessa. Vanessa is doing design works, designing apps for a very, very prestigious firm in Querétaro as well. And these kids have made a huge impact in their community, in their families. We were witness in their graduation party how proud their families were. The students were so proud about their families, and the families were so proud about their kid. They didn't disintegrate the family education. Instead of pulling them away, they made them close to their families. Thank you very much, because you were a vital part in this achievement. Congratulations to all of you.
For me, Jóvenes Adelante was the opportunity of my life, and I'm very thankful with them. Thank you so much.
Hola, mi nombre es María Martina García Granados. Yo comencé en Jóvenes Adelante en el 2012 y concluí en el 2017. Soy graduada de la Universidad Autónoma de Querétaro en horticultura ambiental, y anteriormente ya había sido certificada como curadora de plantas suculentas mexicanas en Estados Unidos y en Cuba. Actualmente estoy ya trabajando por mi propia cuenta, soy una emprendedora, estoy haciendo mis servicios profesionales, prestando asesorías y otras cosas. Pues ahora estoy comenzando a tener una nueva propuesta para poder tener mi consultoría, que se va a llamar Fomenta Nativa. Conmigo ya están trabajando 6 profesionistas y 4 personas técnicos. Estoy trabajando en Querétaro y aquí en San Miguel de Allende. En Querétaro tengo respaldo de 4 profesionistas, y aquí en San Miguel de Allende están 2 chicas de biología, y hay 4 personas que son de comunidades que están trabajando conmigo también como este respaldo. Y pues estoy muy contenta, ¿no? y de todo el apoyo que nos dio Jóvenes Adelante en su momento, sobre todo para mí, que fue muy necesario, y el respaldo que tuve para poder comenzar a dar mis servicios y asesorías por mi propia cuenta.
Tengo mucho entusiasmo. Creo que la mayoría de aquí entienden el español.
Sí.
Ahora que lo dicen, voy a seguir en español. Estudié en Morelia del 2007 al 2014. Un año trabajé en Dolores Hidalgo. Después de ahí me aceptaron para hacer la especialidad en San Luis Potosí. Es de las mejores sedes para la especialidad de medicina interna. Y pues me siento muy completo para estar trabajando aquí. Hoy es el primer día, entonces mañana me voy a presentar al Hospital General. Creo que faltan muchos médicos internistas en San Miguel de Allende, y voy a poner un consultorio Ya tengo el espacio físico, me falta equiparlo. Entonces, voy a tocar la puerta en los 2 hospitales que hay aquí, en los privados, y la mayoría o todos los de Jóvenes Adelante van a poder contar conmigo.
Gracias.
And then by finals, August will be given the results for all the students that were selected. Well, as we mentioned, we had 269 submissions. This is basically our comparison for the last 7 years data that we have. This is obviously an enormous job from even all of you and all the students that practically the female population excels the male. And also, if we add the fact that now
estoy muy agradecida por esa oportunidad porque me ha ayudado tanto económicamente, pero más bien para mí sería más como para la vida, para mi carrera, he tenido buenas experiencias tanto en los talleres, en las conferencias que nos han dado, y con mi mentora la verdad me llevo muy bien con ella. Ella me ha dado muchísimos consejos, aparte para mi carrera, sino también para la vida, y nos frecuentamos vernos como entre 1 o 2 veces al mes. Y bueno, la verdad he aprendido que Jóvenes Adelante quiere que seamos unos buenos líderes, que seamos capaces de hacer lo que queremos, y también que tengamos ese plus de decirnos que queremos más. Tenemos así como tener ese de que no me voy a quedar en un solo lugar, sino quiero más, que sea ser capaces de hacer muchas cosas. Gracias.
Y todo el apoyo que nos brindan, no solo hablando monetariamente, sino ayuda psicológica y talleres, los cuales nos ayudan a emplear a un futuro a nuestras vidas, es, creo yo, una buena oportunidad para cualquier estudiante. En especial, bueno, a mí me asignaron a mi mentor Roberto, también estudiando psicología. Es una genialidad estar aquí, y el recibir su apoyo para mi carrera no podría explicarlo como algo increíble. Todos los consejos que me ha dado, pues los he empleado muy bien, y a día de hoy estoy tan agradecido con toda la familia que incluso yo ya me he llegado a proponer la meta de que una vez graduado pueda yo incorporarme a la familia como un mentor también para futuras generaciones. Gracias.
My name is Dora Weaver, and I'm on the board of directors supporting the mentor program. And this is Antonio, who was introduced earlier. He is on staff as our mentor coordinator. And I'd like to, in the back of the room, David, stand up. This is David Manning. He is my partner in everything regarding Jóvenes, mentoring, with an emphasis on training and helping to conduct our quarterly mentor meetings that we do. So this team really is the support team for the mentors, in addition to our staff. Our mission as a mentor group is to support our students through their academic career by being role models, advocates, coaches, and helping to prepare them for life after their academic career as they transition into the business world as successful young leaders. Here's what our team consists of: 30 male mentors and 46 females. Our Mexican nationals comprise 30 of our mentors, and we have 46 expatriates. And Antonio, do you want to talk just a little bit about our monthly reporting system?
As you know, one of the responsibilities of the mentor is reporting to the staff and the board monthly how's the relation with the student. This is the percentage that we know in the 2019. Our goal for this year, 2020, is to have every month or 89 reports, because as Nora said, we have 89 students currently. And in July, August, we will add about 30 new students of our 2020 selection process. So our goal is to have the 100%.
This past year, we recruited 27 mentors for 28 students that we intook for last year. This year, we have 40 people who have already expressed an interest in becoming candidates. We hope to be able to fund 30 students. So of these people and other interests of expressions of interest are rolling in. Pardon me. So we will look for good matches for 30 mentors of our 30 students.
Así que pues, el que se quiera sumar, bienvenido. Okay, continuing. Thank you. One of the most important projects in 2019 was to design our prepa pilot for senior students, high school students, directa, porque son chicos menores de edad. Hope to in 2021 to have this project at the same time.
My name is Herb Miller, and I'm the treasurer of Jóvenes Adelante, and I'm here to talk about how we did financially last year and what we're looking at for 2020. And basically, we start off here with our assets. And right now, these are in pesos. Everybody comfortable with pesos? Well, we have $5 million. $5 million. I'm not comfortable with pesos. We have 5 million pesos in the bank right now. Plus, we have accounts receivable. These are pledges made by you and other sponsors of $2,481,000 that are due within the year. So we actually have, we got to run out and spend 7 million pesos this year and not be broke. So that's good. We have other. This shows our payables. These payables are the scholarships to the students that are due in this year and in the future. So we really have money to fund those. We have what's called net assets of 13 million pesos. We have an endowment. We took the money from the sale of a condominium that somebody donated.
How did we get those 270 applicants? We did more outreach to the schools. We did more radio announcing. We did more signs on the back of buses. We did a video. We did more presentations in the schools. We created the mini Congress, which was partly to attract new applicants to find out information about the program. 170 aspiring applicants and their families registered for that Congress. Okay? 170. 81 of them came, and we can see that 51 actually followed through. We also had student workshops at the mini Congress. We had sponsors. We had mentor workshops. It was an opportunity to outreach all aspects of our constituency in one place at one time to be part of this larger family of Jóvenes Adelante. That's what this community is about. Okay, and that's really what we were trying to accomplish this year. And I think we've done quite well. Go back to the 5, all right? But basically, all of this is about solidifying the strength of the organization. In order to do it, we need to continue to develop our funding sources. Last year, we took 28 students. That was the largest intake in a regular, normal year that we have ever had in Jóvenes Adelante. The goal was 25. We took 28 because we had the funds. This year, with double the number of applications, the staff came to me and said, "Can we take 30? Yeah, all right, if all of you become sponsors today, afterwards, or have sponsors, or groups of sponsors, then yes, we should be able to reach a goal actually for the next year of 30 students. Last year we were very fortunate. We had $38,000 in grants. We had $21,000 from Amistad Canada. And we had matching grants for the first time, as far as I know. We actually had challenge and matching grants, and we were able to start the endowment. Next slide, please. This year, but through small events, we hope to raise another $20,000 this year. We probably raised between $3,000 and $5,000 just in hard cash last night at an event, and with some commitments that we've seen. And it may be more than that, we will see. And we have 2 more events that are coming up in the course of March. We need to increase our donor base by having more half sponsorships. And computer donors. Last year we raised our sponsorship cost from $7,000 to $8,000 for only one reason, because we realized we needed to pay for the professional credentialing of our students. Okay? So we raised that fee. This year, we wanted to actually increase the financial support to the student in cash. We raised our becas this year. Hemos subido nuestra beca este año desde 19,000 pesos cada año a 25,000 pesos. But that's 6,000 pesos more per year per student. Where does the money come from? So we decided, all right, I'll bet all these people here would be happy to just buy the computer separately for $650 that we provide. And it gives an opportunity for us to give more money to the students directly from the sponsorships, and to expand our base of supporters to individual computer donors. That was the concept. We'll see if it
Cuerpo de psicólogos que están apoyando codo con codo a nuestros estudiantes. Y bueno, como coordinadora de talleres queremos agradecerte toda la labor que hiciste por construir un programa integral que está apoyando e impulsando a nuestros estudiantes. Muchas gracias.
Gracias. Los tengo siempre aquí, acá. Mi trabajo no acaba aquí, siempre seguiré apoyando a Jóvenes Adelante en lo que sea necesario, porque aparte es el compromiso que yo tengo para hacer siempre mejorar, cambiar la comunidad de San Miguel de Allende para mejor. Eso creo que a todos nos urge, y ese es un compromiso de todos, y Jóvenes Adelante es importantísimo en este proyecto de mejoramiento. I didn't do really much because lack of time, but what I did with Jóvenes Adelante was very fulfilling for me. I keep all the students here in my heart, and I will keep helping them any way I can, because one of my goals, personal goals that I'm sure you share with me, is to improve our community. San Miguel community has to grow for the better, and Jóvenes Adelante is key on this project. Thank you.
And as all of you who are sponsors and mentors know, he manages all of our deep backroom system programming that keeps us able to keep track of everything. Right? And he uploads 100 student self-reports and all of those monthly mentor reports. He's the one who's very sad when the mentors don't upload their reports. He says, what do I do now if I don't have a report? So please make Chris's job easier. Everybody mostly just give him lots of love and thanks, because we
project or something like that in 2008. Then she take a break, and then after that she stepped on the board again, and she joined the board as president. Then she was as president. Then again president, and then past
final
president.
development thing that she did when she came on was shepherd the organization into its partnership with MSF Canada. In the 6 years of that partnership, MSF Canada Canadian donors have contributed over $250,000 Canadian dollars to Jóvenes Adelante. And Sue gets all the credit for that. Yes, indeed. So I came on to Jóvenes Adelante as board development director, and Sue came up to me, and after about 6 months, she said, well, I have a problem. I'm hoping that I can solve both our problems. Basically, she wanted to let go, and she had a sense that I was committed to staying on, and so that all worked. And this is not my first time round being a president of an association, and I have had past presidents from hell. This is the first time I've had a past president absolutely sent from the angels of the God. I'm just going to imitate that pose right now.
Oh, wow. Well, it's been, so far it's been a good 12 years here with Jóvenes Adelante over the time. And it is amazing where Jóvenes is now. Absolutely amazing. It's hard to even imagine that it could have come out. When we were sitting there trying to deal, you, Bill, with intakes. Remember we did the selection process, you and Jacques and Kathy and I, and it was just us. There was none of these staff people were around. Just us. Oh, what a year that was. And from that, we have this is incredible. Absolutely incredible. And so very many people have been part of making that all happen. And I had to laugh when you had Chris standing up here, because I remember sitting in Chris's living room talking about, well, we could actually have a data system. Really? Okay, how could that work? And thanks to Chris, it happened. Nobody else had the wherewithal to put that together. So many people like Chris through the years have made this thing work and continue to grow and to grow and to grow. And I thought I saw Stephanie walk. I did. So there are two past presidents here. Stephanie Huff is here. She was president just before me. And Pat Harding. Who's the third?
Well, you.
Me. You're right. Oh, I haven't quite got my head around it yet. And Pat Harding was president a while ago, and we're missing Virginia, who died, and we're missing Amanda. And that's everybody. Yeah, wow. Oh, that's not very many people for that many years. That's too many people doing too much, I think. So I am very glad to have flowers and thank yous and be able to just walk gracefully into the night without any more board meetings. So I have to say the board is great.
Let's keep the roof up and keep the leaks out. All right, thank you all very, very much.
This lady here is amazing. I mean, through thick and thin, I am so proud that Jóvenes Adelante has her at the helm. As staff at the helm. We have some other people too. And I just have to put in my 2 cents for Sue. Because Sue is the person who took over the presidency from me. And she came with a very high recommendation directly from Virginia Wheelwright. And that holds a lot of credit in this organization. Thank you so much, Sue, for everything you've done.